Okay, we've got a no cooling call here. This is a potential warranty call. And unfortunately, I don't think anybody is at home right now. And I just had to get by here when I could. So I'm just gonna take a stab in the dark and a guess and check the outside unit, because I tell you, with all these electrical storms and everything that's been going on here, we've been losing capacitors left and right and ants this year because of all the rain. I'm not seeing the usual evidence of that, although I do want to know why that's like that. I mean, how much trouble would that really be to add a little more wire and conceal the connections? But it looks like their load control fell completely off the wall. I don't know if they had some work done or what did that. I don't even see the holes where it was. So anyway, like I said, they're not home. Let's just open it up and see what happens when we try to start it. All right, we got the cover off. A little crusty looking on the top of the cap there. It's like somebody's been living in there and chewing up their dinner a little bit. Okay, no compressor, no fan, no nothing. Nothing but the buzz of death. All right. So let's check these caps and see if we get lucky. It looks like I see a burnt wire. Sure do. And I've always thought that was a small wire. Oh, somebody is home.
What's up?
All right, I just thought I'd get a look at it. Get a little shot of that.
What is that piece called? And this is also a capacitor?
Yeah, this one's for the fan. Okay, the customer was with us there, and he was just more curious of what happened than actually trying to be a helicopter or anything. But yeah, this had a hard time. I mean, that's a 70, which is pretty big. And this machine actually came with 2 separate capacitors in it. Nobody had done that. And unfortunately, I have had to put 3 in it. Now, I've left the 7.5 because it's still good. The 70 is, I mean, even if it does read, look at it. I mean, it's had a hard life. Even if it, no, it's got a loose connector in the top. So that thing's trash. So I've taken 2 35s and wired them parallel. So I've run a jumper from the hermetic on this one to the hermetic on that one. So that ties the 2 35s and gives it 70. And I've run a jumper from the common that feeds it down to this one. So the 2 are wired in what you would call parallel. Then I've also put a larger wire than the factory gives you for the jumper for the feed off the contactor over here for the common to feed it, because it feeds the fan and the 70. So I've got another jumper here just like the factory had, but I just used bigger wires. I put another jumper here, and there's of course your brown from the fan. So this should fire up if our components are good. As you can see, contactors pulled in because I did ask the customer to go ahead and turn the thermostat back on. So we've got a 35 there and a 35 there, and we're not using the 5, either of them. So we're just using the hermetic side of these. And there's our 7.5. for the fan. So we're going to plug this in and see if this thing will make music for us. Now, honestly, I will probably come back and change that, but I didn't have a 70 with me, and to leave him running today, it's 88 degrees. I think it'd be appreciated if I could leave him some air. And I do hear both components. The fan is running. I heard the compressor start, quickly getting warm air. So let's put the door back on it and tell them they're back in business. So even though that's really okay, and those are American made capacitors, that's probably okay what I did there. But I'll go ahead and get one of these under warranty, and I'll restock my truck. I didn't realize, I mean, I had 60s and 80s and all flavors, but no 70 and no 70 by 7.5. I could have just put one in if I would have had that. And that's, you know, either way, I'll just get them both under warranty and stop back by here one day. But at least today I didn't have to leave them with no air. So he's up and running. Let's button it up. Basically taking in 85 degrees. It's warm in here, man.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll let you put the measurement on here.
Check the output somewhere. Hey,
You remember my wife?
I do.
Oh, tell me it's cool.
Oh yeah. Just give it a minute. So almost 20 degrees delta. So I'm happy.
That makes me happy.